This is the one to get. This is the one I would get if I should order a EX90 today. But should I order a EX90? You know, 2 months ago, I said I was done with the EX90. So I think that was the mic drop. I'm out of the EX90. And now, 2 months later, I'm back with another EX90. And do I still stand on my ground that I'm done with the EX90? Well, both yes and no. And we're going to look at what has changed with this EX90 experience versus my previous EX90 experience. You know, last time, 2 months ago, when I said I was done, I had just completed 1 week test period with the EX90 twin motor finished off in Vapor Grey, or the Vapor Grey Depression. I'm not a fan of that color. But as I said, there was a couple of things that have changed since that. When I picked up that EX90, I had just stepped out of an XC90. I had the XC90 1 week prior and jumping straight into the EX90. And for me, that didn't work at all. There's such a huge class level between XC90 and EX90 that for me, it didn't work. Primarily on interior qualities, interior design. There's such a huge difference. So for me, that didn't work. That also triggered or enhanced why I was done. Because the EX90 didn't deliver on the same level as I expected. But I was coming straight from the XC90, Volvo's flagship SUV. But this time, like last week, I was coming from the XC60. I have just completed 1 week test period with the XC60, Model 26. And then the 2-3 days before picking up this one, I had my own car, my EC40 Twin Performance. So in this round, I was coming from the 60 and 40 range instead of directly from the XC90. That has really helped me on the approach to the EX90. It's been a softer entrance because I'm not coming directly from the XC90. Now I'm coming from a 60 and 40. That have really helped me in my EX90 experience this time. In addition, one of the things I complained about with the Vapor Grey was the ride comfort. But this is significantly smoother and more relaxing to drive in its suspension travel. Significantly more comfortable. I actually think there was something wrong with the previous EX90. Because there's no difference here, because this is a twin motor performance. But there's really no difference versus the twin motor. But this is significantly more comfortable. And that has also helped a lot. So we now have two factors. Different entrance and also better ride comfort. And I'm not gonna lie, this Mulberry Red have also played a little factor. It does just like the cherry on the cake, like the frosting on the cake. This Mulberry Red. I think this is perfect exterior color for the EX90, especially compared to the Vapor Grey, but that is my own personal opinions. But is it Mulberry Red? Is it a red color? In primarily, like now, overcast and it's raining, it's more brown. And I've had this car now for 4 days. Primarily, most of the time, I experience the color as a brown shade. And if we look at the pillars or this bridge framing, you can see this brown color, and it's also almost the same shade. It's like a brown color. But when the sun hits this paintwork, and you get that red sparkle, that cherry red blossom popping out from the paintwork, then you can really see the Mulberry Red sparkle or the magic appearing in the Mulberry Red. And I think this is close to the perfect spec for the EX90. I say close because not completely. But the main reason why I wanted to test this exact EX90 are because of the interior. Yes, I wanted this Mulberry, I'm not gonna lie, but this one has the Cardamom Nordico upholstery. But not just Nordico, this is the ventilated Nordico. But the real cherry lays in the back, because this is the 6-seater configuration. So this is close to the perfect spec if I should order an EX90 today. It's like 95%. The only thing I'm struggling slightly with is should I go Mulberry Red or Denim Blue? You know, on my way up here, because I've been in Trondheim over the weekend. I'm currently heading back from Trondheim back to Oslo. I'm here in Alvdal. But on my way up, I drove another route past Dombås and I met another Volvo buddy, Eirik, with his recently delivered EX90 twin motor. Finished off in denim blue with the tailored wood upholstery. So denim blue and tailored wool. And I think denim blue that has always been my favorite Volvo color, next to like bursting blue and passion red and fusion red, the colors that have disappeared. But denim blue have always been one of my favorites. But now, denim blue or mulberry red, I'm not quite sure. What color would you go for? Denim blue or mulberry red? Jumping inside the EX90, and I have to say, I think this is really beautiful in terms of the color combination that we got here. We have the mulberry red exterior, and for the interior we have this cardamom upholstery. Beautiful, beautiful upholstery. And maybe the main attraction for me, black headlining. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of a black headlining. And I also love a light colored upholstery. And here you get both. This light brown, beautiful. And yes, this is the Nordico upholstery. The Cardamom Nordico. And if you have seen my XC60 videos, then maybe you remember that I complained about the Nordico upholstery. That it was the only upholstery that I didn't want to buy. I would never buy the Nordico. But there's one major difference versus XC60 and the XC90 and also EX90, as I'm in here. Because the EX90 offers something the 60 series doesn't. Offers the Nordico with ventilation. And the ventilation saves this whole interior, because this is so delicious. Just one tap here on the seat icon, and then you have like 1, 2 or 3. And you can, maybe you can hear the fan. Then you turn on ventilation in both the seat and also the backrest. This has been really, really delicious, especially the first day when it was quite hot. But today, yeah, it's like 15 degrees, so it's okay. But the ventilation really saves this Nordico. So delicious seats. Also offers massage. Yeah, you have to press this one and then press massage, and then yeah. So delicious seats. And yeah, as I said, color-wise, this is really, really good. And everything aren't perfect. I still have the same complaints as I had when I made my good, bad and ugly the last time. The ergonomics, the way I interact with the car, is still not good enough compared to the XC90 and also the XC60. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this 2-button layout for the windows. I'm not a fan that to adjust the mirrors, I have to go into the screen to adjust, or to activate the park lights. You can't do it even when you're in park. You have to open the door before you can engage the park lights. So there's still a bunch of things that I don't like with the car in terms of the way you interact with the car. But I'm going to take that in another video. I'm not going to bash too much on about it now, but I still have the same complaints regarding the way you use the car. But on the design perspective, this is perfection. But I'm not going to spend too much time here because we have to jump in the rear. That's the main attraction. But I'm not sure what we're going to look at here. But yeah, we have leather or Nordico on top of the door cards. Beautiful upholstery. I like this decor inlays. Bowers Wilkins, that is a real treat. And especially now when the Abbey Road studio are open up, it came via the over-the-air update. This is wonderful to play on. Just absolutely wonderful on this producer mode. Holy crap. This is, I shouldn't say it's one of the reasons to get an EX90, but it's pretty close. This is really, really good. And if I could make, at least in my opinion, I wouldn't want an EX90 without Bowers and Wilkins. Yes, it comes with a cost. But if you love listening to music, then I can highly recommend going for the Bowers or Wilkins. And for me, it's a must-have option, this Bowers or Wilkins. But yeah, beautiful materials, but we do have to jump back. And then for the frosting on the cake, the second row, since this is the 6-seater configuration. And if you don't need the 7th seat, then I can highly recommend going for this combination here, the 6-seat configuration, because you get a better chair in the second row. I think this is significantly more comfortable than the standard 3-seater bench. But this is really, really comfortable. And it's the same on the regular EX90. You can adjust the backrest in 7 different. This is the top one, and this is there. You can really lean back. And with this armrest with the integrated cup holder, yeah, you can sit here for hours and hours. Really, really pleasant. You can also adjust the length, same as you can in the regular EX90, the 7-seat configuration. But yeah, adjustable length, armrest, This is really, really comfortable. I can sit here for hours and hours. Yes, I would love to have some integrated curtain in the back door, maybe a shade for the panoramic roof. But either way, in terms of comfort and space, really, really good. There's also another advantage with this 7-seater configuration. Maybe I can take the seat slightly forward. Because with a 6-seater configuration, you have much easier entrance to the third row if you have small kids. Let's see if I can do this, yeah, gracefully. If I just back in, get through here, and jumping back. Not sure if the camera even grabs me, but at least I'm here in the third row. And I can barely squeeze my feet under the seat. Yes, it's pretty crowded. Maybe I have to have 1 foot in the middle. Headroom, yeah, I got like 1 inch maybe until I hit the roof line, but yeah, for small kids this is more than sufficient. Also have cup holders, USB, yeah, but for kids this is good. For me, the cushion is kind of hard, it's pretty crowded, but I still have like something to rest my arm on. So for a short period, a little short drive, I could definitely sit here as well. But it is the front you want to sit. It is this second row. Yes, I have to vacuum the car before I deliver it back. So much sand on the ground here, but this, man, what a place to be. In terms of the second row amenities, we have a bunch of things that I want to highlight now. Like these air vents integrated in the B-pillar that you can open and close manually and also change directions ever so slightly. Pretty nice addition for the comfort on the second row. In addition to that, we have a climate panel down here in the center console where I can change my climate zone, because this car has the 4-zone climate. So I can have like 19 degrees and my co-passenger can have like 23 degrees on their side. So nice panel here. We can also select the air speed for the air fan in 3 different levels. And then straight under, also individual air vents. We can open and close manually and also change directions ever so slightly. So pretty nice. And yes, we can also activate the seat heating in 3 different levels for the full burn on level 3. So pretty nice climate panel down here. And then straight under we have a little shelf going on. Maybe I can put my phone there. And yes, that worked. But this shelf also doubles as a cup holder. So you can put your drinks down here, in addition to the drinks that you can have in the integrated armrest. So yeah, all in all, pretty sweet. And I have to say, I'm a huge fan of this armrest. Yes, it is in Nordico, but it has this contrast stitching that looks pretty good. And also this execution for the integrated cup holder. So pretty nice armrest. And yes, we also have a double USB charging ports here in the console. Then a little net we can put stuff in, and more storage space in the door pockets. But all in all, this is a really sweet place to be. Yes, I would love an integrated sun curtain as the XC90, but all in all, pretty sweet. And yes, I would also love a panoramic shade, but I have to say, this is for maximum comfort, this is the place to be. Bowers & Wilkins speakers, interior lights, and we have a little integrated hook that we can just twist and remove. You can remove this hook, and then you will get a hole. Maybe you're wondering what that is for. But that is for if you want to fold all the seats and use your EX90 as a cargo car or storage car. Maybe for shopping at IKEA. Just fold down the seats, put up this safety net that you tie down under the front seats for safety, you know. But you can just remove these hooks. But I have to say, I could really spend a lot of time here in the back seats. Yeah, I just need that private chauffeur to drive me home, so I can relax here. But sadly, on hot days, the rear seats aren't ventilated. So then you have the Nordico issue again. But yeah, wonderful second row. That was my exterior and interior presentation of this sweet Mulberry Red EX90. Maybe the perfect spec for the EX90. Maybe the only spec that I would go for myself. Mulberry Red with this Cardamom 6-seater interior. This is really close to perfection. The only thing I'm debating is Mulberry Red or Denim Blue. But the interior, I will spec it exactly like this. The Cardamom Nordico in the 6-seater configuration with ventilation and massage. You got the Bowser Wilkins, all the bells and whistles, and we're walking 22-inch alloys. The perfect spec for the EX90. And I'm so glad that I booked this press car from Volvo Car Norway, because this has given me hope that maybe I'm not completely done with the EX90. Yes, there's still a bunch of things I would want Volvo to enhance and improve with the EX90. But in spec-wise, I think this is close to perfection. Mulberry Red or denim blue, and maybe I can also include a third one, because Volvo have another real kicker, and that is the platinum grey. I think that is a real kicker for the EX90. It looks so good, and you can combine the platinum grey with all upholsteries, like the Dawn upholstery, the Dawn light, like the blonde style, also the cardamom, and also the tailored wool. Platinum grey works excellently with all of these. I'm a huge fan of platinum grey, but I like colors myself, so it's mulberry or denim. But what do you think about this spec? How would you spec your EX90? And I think it's time to wrap it up now. And in the next video, I will talk about the biggest threat to the EX90. What is the biggest thing that holds sales numbers down for the EX90? So I hope you will join me in that video as well. But for now, we're gonna end this here. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.